Welcome gamers to this week's gaming and trophy hunting vlog. Let's get straight on with it with a roundup of what games I've been playing and trophies I've been earning so far this week. So it's Sunday evening, haven't had a chance to play today, and last night I only played a very small amount of South Park to get a couple of trophies to keep the daily streak alive. But I'm settled in for the evening now to play some more South Park now. I first played South Park The Stick of Truth on the PS4 back in 2022, where I earned the Platinum Trophy in the October. I loved the game so much because I'm a big fan of the TV series and decided to play through it again to set up the Platinum Trophy to pop on April Fool's Day for my Ultimate PlayStation Trophy Hunters Challenge. This role-playing game with turn-based combat was actually written by Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the creators of the TV show, so the humour is on point with the TV show, and if you like the show then you'll absolutely love this game. Well, it's Monday night. I've been playing South Park for this evening so far, and I'm shortly about to start a co-op session on Call of Duty Zombies for Advanced Warfare. But before that session starts, time to get one more trophy in, and for that it's going to be farting on my friends in South Park. It can only be South Park that has a trophy for farting on people. So, here we go.
Your insides are rotten, brah.
Across, that should be the trophy. And there we go. So each Monday I have a Call of Duty Zombies co-op session, and currently we're working through Advanced Warfare and we're alternating between PS4 and PS3 with each of the DLCs. We're up to DLC 4 for the PS4, and quite a successful session where I got 6 out of the 10 trophies. So it's Monday evening and just finished my co-op session for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Zombies. It's 1:30 in the morning now, so about to go to bed, but a quite successful evening. Managed to get 6 of the trophies, and that's about 50% of the DLC number 4 completed. Let's just check the trophies. Yep, 50%. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very successful evening. Time to get some sleep. So this week had 2 good co-op sessions on Aliens Fireteam Elite, getting a few trophies along the way. We've completed the intense difficulty playthrough and we're halfway through the extreme playthrough. Plus we managed to do some ranking up of the various different classes and unlocking and ranking up some more of the weapons. So good progress being made on that as well. The only platinum I earned this week is on Mothman 1966. This is a visual novel with a very retro art style and has lots of puzzle elements to it. Although none of the puzzles are particularly difficult, some do take a few tries to get right. It also ticks off the thriller theme from my Ultimate PlayStation Trophy Hunters Challenge as well. So just a quick recap of all the trophies I've earned this week. Started the week off with South Park, and just look at those trophy names and that will give you a good indication of the sort of humour that this game has. Then moving on to Monday night, I had my weekly Call of Duty Zombies co-op session as we move through all the different co-op games, trying to 100% every single Call of Duty. The session was for the DLC number 4 on Advanced Warfare and managed to get 6 out of the 10 trophies for that. Then moved back to South Park to finish off everything except for one last trophy, which is what I've saved for April the 1st for my challenge, and that will be the Platinum. Then had 2 sessions of Aliens Fireteam Elite to slowly work towards the Platinum on that, again with my co-op group, and I earned 3 trophies for that this week, including the finishing the whole campaign on intense difficulty. Then moving on to Mothman 1966, which was a very fun game, although not too long, and I finished that off with the Platinum. That brings me to a total of 68 trophies this week, 1 platinum, 13 gold, 10 silver and 44 bronze, and brings me to a total of 708 trophies so far this year. So some good progress being made, especially for my Ultimate Trophy Hunters Challenge. As always, I'd like to give a very big thank you to the gaming legends you can currently see on screen who are my Patreon supporters. Supporting the channel in any number of ways really does help me to grow the channel, and every single like, subscribe and comment, of which I reply to every single one, is greatly appreciated. If you would like to take your support that one step further and become a Patreon member, then please follow the link in the description. There are 4 different tier levels with a range of different benefits, but every single one will give you access to my Discord community. So why not considering coming along and joining us? Next up, I'd like to answer some questions from my Discord community, which is one of the many benefits of becoming a Patreon member. This week I'm answering questions from Vidbacker, who's one of my elite tier members, and he's posed 4 questions for me. So starting off with the first one, what are your personal likes and dislikes when it comes to trophy hunting? So Vidbacker, the sort of trophies that I really like are the ones that challenge you and push you outside of your comfort zone. For example, completing the game on the hardest difficulty setting, or those sort of unique trophies for a specific game. An example would be Dead Space completing the game with only using the plasma cutter, or in the Evil Within where you have to complete the game but you're not allowed to upgrade your character in any way. I also quite like collectibles if, and I mean only if, those collectibles mean something to your character. So that could be, as an example, in the original God of War games, where collecting the chests meant that it increased your character's stats and abilities, or where you collect specific weapons which you can then actually use in the game. As for dislikes, there's 3 different types of trophies that I particularly dislike. The first being multiplayer. Now, it's not that I don't like multiplayer modes. I enjoy playing in multiplayer and often do. And for many games, I think multiplayer is a fantastic sort of gaming experience. However, I don't think you should have trophies attached to multiplayer because you're reliant on servers being active and also reliant on servers being up. What I believe is that if you buy a game, you should be able to earn that platinum at any point in the future. If you come to a game late and the servers are dead, or the servers have actually been shut down and you're locked out of being able to get that platinum, I don't think that's fair. So personally, I would ban all multiplayer trophies for every game except those multiplayer only games where there's nothing else but multiplayer content. Fine, you can have multiplayer trophies in there, but if a game has got solo content, I think they should have solo trophies only and no multiplayer trophies. Then the people that come to it late have got the choice to still go for the platinum even though the multiplayer is then shut down. The second sort of trophy that I don't like is these New Game Plus trophies that are becoming more and more common. Now, I've got no problem with a game asking you to play through multiple times as long as each of those playthroughs has got a specific sort of significance, i.e. the story can be different or you're having to play the game differently to experience it differently. Those are fine. But this New Game Plus trend where all the developers want you to do is just to play the game over again with no different experience to the first time you played it, I think that's just an abuse of your time. The third type of trophy I don't like are the collectibles, where it's just an abuse of your time by getting you to collect thousands of different things purely because they want you to. Now, as I said before, I like collectibles when they mean something to your character or when it's something that you can then use. However, there's so many games that the collectibles are just an arbitrary thing that you've got to collect a certain number of, and it means nothing to the story and it means nothing to the gameplay. You're just going out of your way to make me play the game much longer than what I really need to. Just make the story longer and make the game more enjoyable, that I will spend more time with it anyway. Don't force me to play the game longer just to get 1,000 different types of a specific collectible that is not adding to the gameplay experience. The second question, if you had the opportunity to delete one game from your profile, what game would it be and why? Well, there's a very simple answer to this question. None. I wouldn't delete any games from my profile. I've been a trophy hunter for over 16 years and have many fantastic games on my profile that I'm extremely proud of. But I've also got a few games that were pretty rubbish, and I've also got some games that, due to server closures, have got unobtainable trophies. Doesn't mean to say that I'm going to delete those off my profile, and I never hide games on my profile either. Now, I want my trophy profile to be an accurate representation of my trophy hunting journey, so it's there, warts and all, no matter what the game is. However, if I had anyone put one game onto my profile without my knowledge, then I would want to delete it, because I want my trophy profile to be a true representation of my trophy hunting journey. And if someone put a game on there that I did not want to play, I would like to be able to have the opportunity to delete that. I'm just glad that that's never happened. So as it stands, every game on my profile, I'm proud for it to be there because it's part of my trophy hunting history. So the third question, what gaming franchise on any platform have you never played that appeals to you the most? Well, there's a few answers I could give, like the Gears of War series or the Halo series on Xbox. And they're games I'm interested in that I will get around to playing someday. But I think the biggest franchise that I've never played is probably Assassin's Creed, despite owning nearly every entry to the franchise. It's unbelievable that I own so many of them and have yet never actually got around to playing any of them. And that's something that I think I will need to rectify sooner rather than later. I think what I will do though is start off with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The reason for this is I have a real passion for Greek mythology, thanks to having grown up as a child on a diet of Ray Harryhausen films where his stop motion mastery just blew my mind as a kid, and with iconic films like Jason and the Argonauts and Clash of the Titans remaining to this day among some of my favourite films ever. I think it's a good reason to use that as my entry point to the Assassin's Creed franchise, and it's one of the reasons why I love the original God of War series so much as well. Once I've completed Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I'll probably then go back and start the franchise from its very beginning with Assassin's Creed 1 and work my way through the franchise and play all of them. So the fourth question, what 3 games do you think deserve a remaster that have never had trophies that would provide a good trophy hunting experience? Well, I'm going to cheat a little here, and rather than pick 3 games, I'm going to pick 3 series of games, with the first being the SSX games from the PlayStation 2 era. If I had to choose only one of the trilogy though, then it had to be this one, SSX Tricky. I know that the SSX series did get a PS3 version, which I did 100% in Platinum, and I enjoyed doing so and had a good solo campaign, just as enjoyable as the original games really. However, it just lacked what made the original trilogy even more fun, and that was the ability to play against your friends. On the PS2, we had great fun in couch co-op. However, the PS3 version, you could not race against your friends live. The only racing you could do against friends was against their ghosts and on their best times and scores, which sort of kind of diluted the fun because you weren't actually racing against them. I think being able to not only earn trophies on the original SSX games, but also being able to race against your friends over the PSN network would be absolutely fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to play this for a bit longer and I'll see you on the next series. The second series that I'd like to see for a good trophy hunting experience would be the Rogue Squadron games, with these 2 being the GameCube ones. These Rogue Squadron games were so much fun. I never actually had the original though, which was an N64, because I never actually had a Nintendo 64. I have this one, which is the Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader on the GameCube. I mean, how can you not have fun flying around in Star Wars ships, blowing stuff up? Such great games.
Let's contact command for support. Getting to the...
I've also got this one, which is the third in the trilogy. So Rogue Squadron 3 Rebel Strike. I mean, it doesn't get much better than flying around in your snowspeeder on Hoth, taking out AT-ATs. Such iconic stuff. And I'd dearly love to have remasters of all of these on the PlayStation where we can earn some trophies. Let's get this tow cable out. Come on, take down this big boy. Now just a couple more loops around, I'm sure. You're going down, son. Oh, such iconic stuff. The third series that I would absolutely love to see get a PlayStation remaster that would be fantastic for a trophy hunting experience is the Strike games, with these two already being on PlayStation 1 and the first three, Desert Strike, Jungle Strike and Urban Strike, being on the Mega Drive. I think they would be an absolutely fantastic franchise to bring to a remastered collection on the PlayStation. Such great music, really is. So this first entry in the series, Desert Strike, quite obviously took inspiration from the real-life Gulf War conflict that took place in 1990 to 1991, called Desert Storm, which was where we had to liberate Kuwait from Saddam Hussein. Following on from that, there was the Jungle Strike and Urban Strike, and the first three in the franchise came out multiple platforms, where I played them on the Mega Drive. And the final two, Soviet Strike and Nuclear Strike, are the ones that came out on PlayStation. Such a great fun game, and really would be fantastic to earn trophies on this and have a remaster for the PlayStation. Right, let me rescue some of these UN workers. Oh. Come on, take him out, that's it. Right, get in quick. Come on, in you get. Come on, quickly. Ah, no more room. Gonna have to come back for you guys. Right, where are you? Let's see, south. Come then. Let's get you back home. Here we go. Very simple game, but so addictive. Okay, all off to safety. I would also like to give a couple of quick honourable mentions, that being the Tenchu games on the PlayStation 1 and the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic game from the Xbox. So that's it for this week. I really hope you're enjoying this vlog style format. A big thank you to every single person that's supporting the channel. I especially like reading and responding to all your comments. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so, as I'd love to be able to reach that 200 milestone. But until next time, please take care and look after yourselves.
Nuclear devices come in all shapes and sizes, just like the lunatics who use them.
So since capturing some footage of the Strike series for this video, I got a bit addicted to playing it again. So I've been playing a little bit of Nuclear Strike on the PS1. Such a great series. Really wish they would bring this back in some form for the modern consoles so we can earn some trophies. Let's get into some. Right, let's go and rescue some people that have been captured.
Hey, that's Nick's chopper. After you! Come down and fight! armor is failing.
Let's rescue these guys. I'm sure I shot some of these guys earlier without realising it.
Not your alarm clock. That's a radar alert zone. Hit the snooze bar. Get out of there, Commander. Your armor is failing. Danger's on ahead.